Hey everyone, have you been wondering what to do with Washaway and how to repurpose it? I know that I've been playing with a lot of these crochet designs, and that means I've got surplus Washaway. So if I'm just going to quickly cut out my design out of here, it's like, what do I do with the rest of these offcuts? Well, I've got some great inspiration for you, and we are going to stitch it together. We're going to make a goop, and I'm going to show you how to create a leader for a piece of fabric if you need to start stitching right on the edge. So let's talk about stitching it together, because you do need to use some other Washaway tools that make it really easy to happen, and that is Washaway thread, and of course you wind it on the bobbin. So when you want to stitch it together for a specific hoop size, this is what I do. I grab my hoop that I want to measure, and then I place it on top of my hoop like this. Kind of, it's a bit like a jigsaw puzzle. I'll fill in the gaps. 2, 3. There's not enough on this side for me to be able to hoop easily, so I think I'm going to change my direction. I do this a lot. So I'll do this, change it to that way. Go lengthways here. You probably are all going, oh, do this, put it over here, move that. But then I've got one gap left there, and that's how I'll stitch it together. So I'll stitch down here, across here. So if you look at this piece of Washaway, this whole piece of Washaway I prepared earlier, you can see that I have double stitch. So I'd stitch right as close as I can to the Washaway edge, and then I would flip it and stitch on the other side so that the seams are completely flat. I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute when we look at the leader. So I'm just going to put this aside, because next we're going to make some goop. So goop is really used, I call it goop, but really it's a starch made out of Washaway. And for that, I take my fabric offcuts, my Washaway offcuts, and I usually store them in a glass jar. I don't store them in plastic, because that way if it's humid I know that it stays really good. I have my own little jar for making my starch, and I have some warm water. So I use this to essentially stiffen fabric. I have this one here, which you can see is quite soft, and I've already soaked this one because I needed to have this ready for film. It's quite stiff, so I can use that with the fabric mat with my scan and cut, and also use it if I am just doing normal piecing and I needed something that was a bit firmer because the weave was a bit loose. To make this, all I do is I take my offcuts and I put them in a jar. This is experimentation. It's really up to how thick you want your goop as to how many offcuts you put in, but I'll probably put another couple in. I like it to be a strong goopy starch, and then I just add my warm water. I don't tend to make it hot, but I do fill it up, and you can see that it's starting to go goopy and gluey, so it's melting. And then I put the lid on really tightly, and then I just give it a gentle shake. And you can probably see from here it's starting to melt down, which is exactly what I want it to do. And then I'd set it aside until it was all completely melted. Sometimes I open it, and it has a sort of viscosy type texture. It's a bit kind of gluey, but it's not gluey enough for me, so I'm going to pop these pieces in. So pop those ones in, put my lid back on. And then when I'm happy with the consistency, I will add my floppy piece of fabric, which is this one. So then I just pop that in. The nice thing about it is it's non-toxic, and I can just leave that fabric in there to soak while I get on to other things, and then I will remove it. I'll lay it completely flat, probably pegged outside on the line or my mini line, and leave it to dry completely flat. And once it's dried completely flat, I will iron it ready for use. So that's the end result, this lovely piece of starched fabric. So these samples are stitched pieces of thread and offcuts of fabric that have actually been soaked in the goop and then put into a glass container or dish and moulded and left to dry in that shape, and that's how this shape was created. Could be a hat, but it's actually a bowl, and the same with this one. And that one's actually quite stiff, you can feel or hear. So that's a really good use for my starch goop. The other thing that you can do before we get into the sewing is if you've got leftover thread like I seem to do, you can create your own types of bowls or maybe coasters by placing your Washaway here. You can put it in half and you can actually free motion quilt over it, and then when you wash it out it will create a stiff effect like this as long as you don't wash it all out. So there's lots of things you can do with Washaway. It's a pretty cool product. It's actually one of my favorites. So I'm going to show you now how to sew your Washaway together. So let me set up the machine and we'll start stitching. Okay, so I've set up the machine and I have put my hoop and my Washaway on top of the hoop just beside my machine because I like to sew it in, let's say, rows. So I'll sew these two pieces together first, then the bottom two, and then I'll add the center piece last. I've threaded the machine with Washaway thread, and I've also wound a bobbin, and that is in the bobbin as well. So everything will disintegrate once it's washed away. So the other setting I'm using, which is not common for me, is I'm using left needle position. And that is so when I bring both of these pieces together in here, I can just put my foot down and my needle is automatically on the left side, closest to this raw edge, or the edge where it joins, and that's what I want to sew. And I just stitch all the way down. Doesn't even have to be perfectly straight because it is going to be washed away. I don't lock, I do nothing except cut off the thread. And then I turn it over onto the other side and I stitch. So I'm grabbing this layer down, so both layers are stitched almost like in a fake flat fell seam. So everything is stitched together and nothing can catch in machine embroidery. That's the idea behind stitching both layers and two seams. So that's this one and that one. So I'll place that back. And then the next two I'm going to join together are these two. So every time I place it back, I double check that I've got the pieces in the right spot and that it's going to cover, that I'm stitching the right way round. So that will be fine. So I'm going to stitch down here and here. And then I replace back, making sure that my hoop underneath is going to be completely covered once the stabilizer is hooped. So I put that there. And then I'm going to put this one here. So that means I'll need to stitch up, down, and around. So I'll start sewing. Again, I'm doing it so that here my left needle position is right on the edge of this piece of Washaway I'm stitching onto the bottom layer. And I'm still keeping it flat so it doesn't bunch. You still need to do all those things that you would do with fabric. So it should be flat and easily hoopable. Now you can see on the underside there's still some stitching I need to do, so I'll quickly go along and stitch this, and then this will be completed, ready to re-hoop. I'm actually going to just stitch all the way down to here. You can probably see that there's some raw edge that I could put my finger in if I wanted to, so I'll stitch that down. Okay, so that's my fabric sewn together. All my seams are flat. I do have this piece here. I will actually just cut that off, but I want to show you that I can now, if I wanted to make some more crochet designs on the stellier, I can. I would just pop in my stabilizer, tighten my hoop. I would trim my threads. I would trim these threads off. And it's ready to reuse. The other thing that I said that you can do is you can create a leader. So if you wanted to stitch right on a decorative stitch right on the edge, starting right on the edge of your fabric, you can actually use Washaway to create an entry point. So we call that a leader. I've got 3 layers of Washaway there, but you could actually just start with 2, and I would choose a decorative stitch. Let me go to page. Let's choose this stitch, and I want to start on the very, very edge of my fabric, and I can't because the needle might push the fabric down. But if I put my fabric right on top of the Washaway, I can actually easily start here, and it will feed forward with relative ease, so you don't need to be concerned about the needle pushing the fabric down into the feed dogs. So that's your leader. It's really easy. And as I said before, the other thing that you can do is obviously layer your thread on top of the Washaway, fold it over. You could stitch a coaster. So those are a few little bits of inspiration for you on how to reuse your Washaway. We've got goop, we've got stitching, we've got a leader, and we've got creating something out of nothing. Have fun stitching.